Welcome to the Advanced Course Remastered, Lesson 5, Exits. All right, this is it, the final lesson of the Advanced Course Remastered. I hope I've helped you so far build a proper foundation and you've enjoyed our journey together. There are many more courses after the Advanced Course Remastered. All you have to do is go on my channel and look for them. Now, let's talk about everything exits. This is going to be directly connected to the previous lesson where we took an entry in a trade. Now we're going to be looking at how to exit a trade using technical analysis and what makes sense in order to maximize your profits, but not only maximize your profits, make smart exits that protect your entries, not worrying about, hey, maybe I missed more in the move, I sold too soon, I sold too late. We're going to use technical analysis to show you and guide you through where you can create criteria that shows you, hey, this is the way we exit a trade and this is what makes sense. Okay, we're in a trade. The trade is going in our direction. It's moving up. Hooray. What do we do next? Well, there's two things that we're going to do in the Advanced Course Remastered. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can take exits on trades, but let's leave those more advanced topics for more advanced courses. Future of Trading is next on the docket for you, but we'll talk about that towards the end of the video. For now, let's use levels and trends to dictate where we can exit our trade. Before we mark anything on our chart, let's just simply talk about what the difference between exiting on a trend versus exiting on a level means. A trend will be broken after a level is hit. So if we were to define what makes the best exit target in any trade, it's going to be a level. A level will give you your highest amount of profits in any given trade. Now, remember what I said about trends in the past. Trends are also levels. So a level can be a trend that is in your way, preventing a target to break, so a trend of resistance in a move. Or it's going to be a level from a peak in a valley or a swing high or low of a move. So if you're looking at taking the best possible exit and extrapolating the most profits possible, this is going to be on a level. If you break a trend on the bottom side, which is going to show you the opposite direction of your trade going, this is what's going to be your second criteria for exit. A level gets hit, which is your highest selling point. That's going to pull the move back and you will eventually break a trend that's been supporting your move up. So there are your two exit types. You either exit on a level that gets hit up top by, again, defining a peak or a valley or a swing high or a trend that's in a way. One level of a type that it's up to you to decide to pick, or that level gets hit and you pull back to trend and either the trend continues to hold and you stay in the trade until your next level is hit, or the trend breaks and you take a lesser amount of profits. In either scenario, you are taking out the most amount of profits given what you are expecting from that trade. Now, levels and trends have two different ways in which they dictate profits. A level has kind of a maximum point it dictates. It's going to fly up to a level, hit it, you'll take profits, and it will pull back. Now, the interesting part about this is the pullback. Is the pullback going to test the trend that's holding your entire move up and you're going to continue to move up for a longer period of time? Or is the trend going to break and that level that was hit prior to this trend breaking, well, that was the best point. There's kind of an interesting balance that happens between trend and levels. A top level will get hit, it'll pull back to trend. It creates this balancing act between, hey, is my trend going to break and that was the highest level we're going to hit? Or is my trend going to hold and we're going to target an even higher level? So you get kind of this balancing act between a level is hit, it goes towards trend. If that trend holds, it goes to the next level. That level is hit, it goes back to trend. If that trend continues to hold, guess where it's going? It's going even higher to the next level. But one of these levels is going to be just enough to break the move. And that would have been the final point of the trade. So it's up to you to kind of dictate whether you want to trade based on a level being hit or a trend being respected until it breaks. On one side of the coin, you have a higher sell target that if a level gets hit, that was the highest point because it was about to break trend. But if that trade pulls back to trend and that trend holds, you're going to go to the next level above the level that you just tested. So there's a higher maximum point every time that trend holds. So this is a good way to start thinking about taking profits in a trade. You either do it on a level or you do it where a trend breaks. Now, there's one more way we can really spice things up here in using these trends and levels. We can start to dictate the amount of time that we want to be in on a trade. If you want to be in on a trade on a longer time frame, so if you want to be more in a position trade or a swing trade, you are going to typically want to use a larger trend on your screen, something that has a further back origin point, something that has been existent longer on your chart to stay in a trade even longer. If you want to be in more of a scalp position or a shorter trade, you're going to want to use one of these inside trends and something that's a little shorter. You might want to use a trend that starts from where your peak and valley was created. And although it's going to be a much more aggressive trend, it's going to give you more of a scalp position. So when you're thinking about levels and trends and how to use these as dictations for, hey, I'm in a trade, how long should I be in this trade? I think the best way to do this is to use your timeframes on your charts to expand out a further criteria for longer timeframe trades. Or if you just simply want to be in a shorter trade, use a small trend that's very localized on your chart. Something that maybe starts as an origin point within the last few days or even the last few hours. Just something that shows you a quicker point to the move where it can break and you can say, hey, I'm in this trade in a very quick fashion and I'm out of this trade in that same fashion. So that's it for exits. This was a great way to start you down the path of understanding exit criteria in day trading. Let's talk about your journey now for a second and pause this lesson here. The next step for you is going to be my Future of Trading course. It is the next step in technical analysis. It's going to show you an even deeper way to look at these trades and find better entry exit spots and really develop your criteria. Now, let's talk about technical analysis for a second. It is the first layer of day trading in the industry. There's two layers that were created a long time ago, technical analysis and mental analysis. These are two time-old things that have been around day trading forever. I have developed the third and fourth layer of technical analysis and day trading, which I call comparative analysis and procedural analysis. The third layer being the latter, procedural analysis. This is the execution layer of day trading, and comparative analysis is the next evolution in where technical analysis is going. These are two layers that I have created on my own and have been developing for over a decade. So let's talk about your course path now. What's next? The next course you're going to take is Future of Trading. This course is going to be an advanced set of technical analysis that you learn and is going to help you refine yourself even better. Let's keep refining the core layer before we move on to layer 2, 3, and 4. Layer 2 being mental analysis, which is going to come after Future of Trading. You're going to go into mental analysis evolved. This is the mind game that we play in day trading every single day and really is the key factor to success or not with day traders. So next is Future of Trading. After that, you're going to go into mental analysis evolved. Then when you're done mental analysis evolved, you're going to go into procedural analysis, which is blueprint. Procedural analysis is your execution layer of trading, which is the third layer of day trading. And when you're done that, you're going to be going into butterfly effect, which is comparative analysis and my even further courses that I'm planning to develop after butterfly effect is released. So that's your course path. Beginner's course remastered, advanced course remastered, Future of Trading, mental analysis evolved, then blueprint, then butterfly effect. Throughout blueprint and butterfly effect and towards the end of Future of Trading, you need to be taking mental analysis evolved over and over and over and over. It is such a core factor. Thank you for joining me on this journey of the Advanced Course Remastered. I hope you learned a lot and are ready for the next step in day trading, the Future of Trading, the next course that I have, which is already out and you're free to go take as much of it as you want. It is an extremely long course compared to the beginners and advanced course, but it is worth every single second that you spend inside of it. I'll see you there on the next course and enjoy the journey.